Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Hasbro in their G.I. Joe Classified Series line, we are featuring G.I. Joe Mutt and Junkyard. So I purchased this on Amazon recently. I think Amazon in the States had the release date for this December 22nd, 2023. So the figure, at least through Amazon, was about 2 weeks old as of this recording. The funny thing is, when I ordered this, I got this in the mail, and it isn't just me being crazy. The seal was broken, and it wasn't. It didn't look like it was cut through. The tape just looks like it's just full on broken. So it's kind of odd because this figure, I don't suspect that this is a returned item, and I don't think it was messed around with because it just came out. So I don't know if the tape was just broken or what, or if the figure's been played with, but we'll see. But either way, I'm excited for this figure. Mutt and Junkyard were like two of my favorite G.I. Joe toys growing up as a kid. I don't know what it was. I think it was because he seemed like it was an action figure that came with a lot of accessories. He had the helmet, he had the muzzle, he had his weapons, and on top of that, he had his cool canine companion. And the figure's design I liked a lot also because it was pretty clean. He wasn't wearing any weird sci-fi armor. It looked, very realistic, a tactical vest over his fatigues. And the figure, I don't know, I just have so many fond memories of this G.I. Joe figure, or at least the old retro one from back in the day. But this set looks really nice. I think it makes much better use of the larger packaging than the Snake Eyes and Timber box set. For this one, you really see that you're getting a lot of stuff, and it's awesome. You're getting so many extra hands, so you can emote the character differently. You're getting much more realistic weapons as opposed to the weapons we got in the first early waves of the Classified series, which were more sci-fi. It's nice that they're giving you you get the muzzle, and then you get 2 pairs of goggles, which I think is great because you never know if you're accidentally going to lose one, or worse yet, or if it snaps at the band. Junkyard himself comes with 2 different portraits, which looks pretty cool, and yeah, I'm excited. Even the character artwork, which I'm always 50-50 on, this one looks amazing. And I gotta point this out, I'm not sure if this is the first G.I. Joe figure where he has painted on chest hair. And I'm not sure if that's a thing either, because prior to filming this video, I was just kind of doing an image search on Google for Mutt and Junkyard, and I came across this funny fan art of Mutt just wearing shorts, jogging on the beach with Junkyard, and it was almost like borderline fetish artwork because Mutt was a little bit on the heavier side, and then the artist, for whatever reason, felt the need to make his chest and belly just really hairy. So I don't know. It was just an odd thing. On the back, you get the digital render of both Mutt and Junkyard, and that looks cool. And then, yeah, here's a close-up of the face, the accessories. It's kind of a waste because, the closest thing you get to a bio are these little perks and the QR scan here. I miss the days when you get the full-on file card, but, that's that's a story for another time. Let's get started. All right, so wow, you're getting a lot of stuff with this box set. As I pointed out, the weapons are nice. They're more realistically grounded. You get the his 2 guns. You got his baton. Junkyard has the much more, happier face, whereas the one here is a little bit more, I think, snarling. Alright, so for the sake of the review, I'm just going to leave the accessories in the tray. We're just going to focus on the figures. But one accessory I do want to highlight, if I could get it out, is Mutt's muzzle. I always thought it was kind of clever that, you know, even though Junkyard is the dog, you know, the irony is that Mutt is the one that comes with the muzzle. You know, since since his bite's worse than his bark. So yeah, here's his muzzle. It looks pretty cool. It's almost kind of reminds me of the masks from the Mortal Kombat games that we see that adore the ninjas like Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And let's take a look at the figures. Mutt has a great facial expression. You know, looks really angry. The sculpting on his face is so clean also. All the wrinkles and lines and the impressions of his cheeks and chin, everything is so sharp. Same with his hair. You know, you're not getting any like muddy sculpting. Everything is just so crisp. It looks great. I love how his teeth are gritted and a lot of emotion. Again, I think he's the only figure that has painted on chest hair, which I think is funny. But yeah, if you're a fan of the old figure, this is, you know, this is Mutt brought to life in 6-inch scale. It's great. He has the handler glove over here, just like the old figure. The color scheme is just like the old figure, you know, with the green, the red, and then the brown vest. His sheath here is for his knife. There's his holster for his pistol. Much like other Joes, he has the little hole in the back, so if you want to plug in a backpack or an additional accessory. He has what looks like maybe pepper spray on the side. The legs to be look like reuse. We've seen these legs before on other figs. The knee pads, though, I'm not sure if those are new or not. The articulation, you know, I take it it's probably the same as most classified series figures. And it is. If there's a crunch, it's going to be hindered by the vest. But he could slightly bend at the waist, only a little bit. The legs kick upward. Let me get this back into focus. Adjust my lighting a little. Yeah, for some reason this figure doesn't want to focus properly. Or there you go. So the articulation's the same as other classified series of figures. You know, we've seen, it's like I said, we've seen this leg style before. I'm just not sure if the knees are new. The handler's glove is actually an accessory you could remove. You know, if you pull the hand off, the handler's glove could come off. And much like his chest, he has hairy arms, which I'm kind of curious. Has Hasbro ever done the hairy arms on any of the Wolverine figures? Because I think that's kind of cool. I think they might have before, but I think it's kind of neat that, you know, a Joe figure's getting it. And yeah, so that's Mutt. Great looking figure. Again, beautifully sculpted. The color scheme's spot on, as is his uniform. If you're a fan of the original figure, I think you'll be all over this one. This one's great. All right, so now we come to Junkyard. This for me is kind of like the star of the show. It's great getting an articulated dog. I mean, we got that with Timber. But there's just something cool about, you know, for all this time finally getting an articulated version of Junkyard. If you ever had the original toy, it was a very static, monoposed figure, and I use the term figure loosely. But this one is great. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa, his head popped off. And here's the articulation scheme. You see the dumbbell joint, and it's on a ball socket. But yeah, you have movement in the head, which is wonderful. The arms, or the legs, the front legs, fully articulated, as are the hind legs. So yeah, this is great. The cool thing with this too is that I believe the vest, does it come off at any way? I can't tell if there's a cut on the vest where you can like take it apart. But I believe if you remove the head, you could probably carefully slide this off, which if you could is nice, because then If you wanted to, you could carry this dog over without the vest into other toy lines. If you wanted to incorporate this in Marvel Legends, go for it. Or, maybe even the DC stuff. But overall, it's great. I think this is an excellent value. Again, I purchased this through Amazon. And I think this is, for me, a great way to close out 2023 in the Classified series line. The line's really come into its own. I remember when the line first started, I kind of had my reservations because I kind of felt like the figure releases were too, we didn't get them often enough. And now it seems like we're getting them very, very frequently, almost at a point where I can't even keep up. And I have to kind of like pick and choose which figures I want. But yeah, this is a great, great tribute to the original toy. It's awesome. This is this is like the real reason why, the line is so popular. Hasbro's done such an incredible job taking the figures and characters we loved as kids and just really bringing them into the modern age. All right, so let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.